This is a video I've never wanted to make, and it's something that I never wanted to say, but it might be time to hang up the cape. At least for now, anyway, until this Yugioh blows over. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on, guys? LoganJYA here, and as you might have heard, we are in the midst of a Tier 0 format. What does that mean? We'll talk about it more throughout this video. This video is going to be a little bit different than the usual content you see on here. It's going to be an in-depth discussion on the state of Yu-Gi-Oh! And the state of Drytron. Now, yes, we may have been being a little bit of dramatic here with the intro and the title, but I'm being 100% serious. What this current format spells for us is trouble and death. Doesn't mean we can't stay ready, though, so stick around till the end of the video if you guys want to see a little sneak peek of a potential deck profile of what we could do with Drytron post-Yugioh in the middle of this Tier 0 format. Also, I want to let you guys know I am going to be doing a giveaway on my Twitter account. Yeah, that's right. You might not have known, but I do have a Twitter. Going to try and be a little bit more active on that front. I know a lot of the big names in this community are, and I want to try and keep up, you know, and interact with you guys 110%. So if you guys want to enter in that giveaway, we're giving away a 2022 Mega Tin. All you got to do is like that tweet, retweet it, and follow my account, and you'll be entered in to win. It is that simple. Anyway, guys, I don't want to preface this too much. Let's dive right into the discussion, and be sure to stick around at the end for some extra goodies. Let's get to it. All right, guys. Again, apologies if we're being dramatic here, but let's just look at the stats here. Tier has absolutely taken over, and at this point, it is safe to say we are in a Tier 0 format. I mean, everybody's agreeing on this front. And I swear to God, if you get caught up in that 3 to 4 percentile range where it's like, oh, it's not really Tier 0, then, you know, freaking swallow your pride, brother. We haven't had a format like this in years. Probably the closest thing is like Spiral in 2017. And the thing that makes it the most crazy about this particular circumstance of Tier 0-ness is how it's not just the ceiling and the power level of the new deck that puts it above everything else. It's the fact that it invalidates all other potential strategies. Any deck that's relying on the graveyard is cucked. Like 100% screwed, because they've got cycle readers built into the archetype. But mind you, if that's not your forte, I hope you enjoy having 5 to 10 cards out of your deck milled out at a time, sometimes even on your own turn when you're trying to play the game. That's what these cards can do, you know, without your consent, bro. They're milling your deck, and there's nothing you can do about it. And while they're doing it, they're fusion summoning, they're setting up these freaking Cycle Reader-esque monsters that can hit any card, 3 of any cards from either grave. It's diabolical, and it power creeps almost any other potentially viable option unless it's a goddamn shifter deck. And that brings me into talking about Drytron. I mean, dude, you thought we had it rough when the Bestial cards were coming out, and we thought that was our death sentence. We actually were able to adapt pretty well. And let's take a step back even further. I want to talk about the history of Drytron in recent times, in extremely recent memory. The most recent Nats, not only were we represented in the top 32, we were like kicking butt at YCS's prior to Pote. We were like the kings of the world, bro. Tier 1 without a doubt, easily, in my opinion, the best deck, but undeniably one of the best decks of the format. Pote hits. We're still getting tops, brothers. Sprite, Tier Elements, first range, it's not that bad. We're still seeing Drytron popping up left and right, still extremely powerful and prevalent post-Pote. And then Darkwing Blast comes out, we're prepping up for these Bestials, and surprisingly still able to compete. I'd like to think that the strategies that we've been putting out on this channel have been decent circumventing for these cards. But now the Yugioh cards are the straw that breaks the camel's back. It is too much. How much is too much? This puts it over the edge. It is like a quadruple shafting. And all the cards that hurt the Tier Element strategy, not just the Yugioh cards, not just the Bestial cards that they play against each other, but the dang shifters, the dang Flaunderies matchup, all of that absolutely obliterates us as well. We are the collateral damage. We are literally the collateral damage of this tier 0 format, and that's why we're in this shitty situation. That's just how it is. And for those who think it's for lack of trying, trust me, I've been trying to figure out a minimum viable product for Drytron right now, post the Mavens, with the Ishizu cards, with tier element being, undeniably, we've confirmed it at this point, tier 0, and it's just not working out. I literally have just started to plea to my colleagues. I pulled in people on stream. We spent hours on stream trying to come up with something, and there was always holes in the idea. There was always just one way where it's like, oh, if we do this, we could do this and that counters the issues, but then we're getting hit with this or that or this or that. And it's just, it's impossible. It's impossible. And I'm not the only one who's thinking it, bro. A lot of the homies are saying similar things. Tatsum, bro, he had to break it to me 100% straight up, and I'm just like, man, you might have a goddamn point. But at the same time, listen, I think everybody is in agreement here that Drytron is just in an unwinnable position right now. So that begs the question, what do we do now? And the answer is unfortunate, but it's the best thing we can do, and that is that we wait. As far as Drytron goes, it's not a viable option at the moment. But as soon as the Ishizu cards and the tier cards take a significant hit, we sneak right back in, baby. It's just like it was earlier. We come back in at the ready, guns a-blazing. We've got Vanity's Ruler still. We've got Perfection still. As soon as Photon Hypernova comes out, we have the ability to consistently summon the Dark Magician of Chaos Max on the opponent's turn and lock them out of effects, basically as-a-thoughting them. We are gonna come back with a freaking vengeance as soon as these Ishizus and tier elements take a step back. But unfortunately right now is not the time. Now is not the time. Drytron is still one of the most powerful strategies in this game's history. Look at happen pre-Pote. Literally definitive tier 1. Post-Pote, still topping consistently. Even post-Dabble, we were at the ready. Right now is the time to wait. And our second coming, or I guess maybe this is what, our fourth, our fifth, our sixth coming into the meta, will be right around the corner. As soon as that deck gets a little slap on the wrist, we're coming right back in, baby. Full steam ahead. Alright, guys, but did you really think I was going to leave you high and dry without at least providing a starting point for how you can potentially play Drytron post-Mavens in a Shizu tier format? I'm not going to go in depth. If you guys want to see an in-depth deck profile on Drytron in this current tier 0 format, our best attempt, smash 100 likes and I'll go full in-depth for you. Combo tutorial and all, the works, and I'll be more than happy to do it for you. But right now what I'm showing you on the screen is something that tries to address all of the issues at once here. You know, we're playing multiple of each name. We're still playing beta. Bestials are still going to be very much at the ready. One thing I'm a little tentative about is if I want to keep these both at 1, because this is a Vanity's Ruler strategy. We want to establish that as fast as possible. If anything, we want to put this guy up before Moid beta half the time. That's the kind of situation we're in playing into these cards, because there is that Ishizu monster that could just bounce that guy and it's be like, oh, well, I guess we're in trouble now. So anyway, there might be a case to be made to beef these guys up, because they could just as easily get milled. If one of them gets milled, you shift gears and play for the other one. But of course, you've got your standard stuffs in here. The bells in here to try and circumvent the tiers. The droplets in here to deal with the inevitable dwellers that everybody will be making that also hit us. The side deck is ready to go. When we're going first and we think we can try for it, we can go for the magic keys. When we're going second, we stay at the ready with our own bestial package in the side deck. And of course, we want to stay ready for Flunder, because obviously some of these cards aren't going to be doing much of anything to that matchup, so we got to stay ready for Flutter at the same time, because it's the only other real threat. But yeah, I just, quick brief touch on what we got going on here. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. It definitely has the potential to beat tier. If we're winning die rolls, we're getting lucky, we can do it. But at what price? It's definitely an uphill battle right now, guys. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you want a full in-depth Drytron post-Maven's deck profile, smash 100 likes. I'm more than happy to do it for you. Don't forget to enter the Twitter giveaway. It's going to be a real fun time. And that's all I got for you guys. LoganJYA signing off. Have a great day, and I'll see you chumps later. Peace. 心の隙間埋め